afternoon and welcome into the Action 2 News newsroom. My name is Brittany Schmidt. I'll be taking you through some of our stories that we're following today for our afternoon fastcast. We'll get right to it here this afternoon. Thanks so much for being here with us. Today marks 5 years since Appleton firefighter Mitch Lungard was shot and killed while on duty, trying to help a man who had overdosed. The community is coming together to remember and honor him. He was 36 years old and was a 14-year vet of the Appleton Fire Department and was responding to a medical call at the Valley Transit Center. He was assisting police with administering Narcan on a Wausau man. When that man regained consciousness, he pulled out a gun and shot Lungard. His family says the past 5 years has been a roller coaster of emotions, but they are focused on moving forward and staying positive. A park was named in honor of Lungard 1 year after his death, and in a few weeks, the first phase of it, consisting of the playground along with a basketball and pickleball courts, is expected to be complete. A pavilion is expected to be added next spring. It is a way for Mitch's family as well as the community to honor him and reflect on his life and legacy. So all week long, Lungard's family is asking the community to remember him in different ways. Today they're asking people to wear a Mitch t-shirt. Tomorrow, if you have a photo of Mitch, you can share it on social media. And so each day has a different hashtag for sharing it. So if you'd like to see all the ways to remember Mitch this week, we have a link on our website, wbay.com. And that's where you can find all of that information. This week is also National Police Week. Police departments across the state honoring those who died in the line of duty. Governor Evers ordering flags to half staff today to pay respects. Nationwide last year, 138 law enforcement officials died in the line of duty. Closer to home, the Green Bay Police Department honoring those men and women in a ceremony gathering. By this time last year in Wisconsin, we had already lost the lives of Milwaukee police officer Peter Jerving, Cameron police officer Hunter Scheel, Chautauqua police officer Emily Breidenbach, and St. Croix deputy Katie Lysing. All of them put on a uniform that day that they were killed and never made it home. Several speakers talking today about the importance of the service law enforcement give of themselves to our community, but also how their families sacrifice time with their loved ones. Emily Beyer on this story for us today. And now it is official. The UW Green Bay, they've officially hired Doug Gottlieb to be the next coach for its men's basketball team. He will replace Sundance Wicks as head coach after just one season with the Phoenix. Gottlieb was a finalist for the coaching job last year when the school hired Wicks, even though he has no prior college coaching experience. In a press conference today, he says results are the only thing that matters in the end. So I'll have more on that tonight as well for you. All right, let's check in. Let's look outside a little bit. Here in Green Bay, it still looks a little hazy out there. Maybe that's just our cameras, but it looks a little hazy to me. But over in Appleton, it is clear skies. It is beautiful outside. So let's bring in meteorologist David Ernst to tell us a little bit more about what we can plan for the rest of the day and then kind of into the weekend. Hi, David.
Good afternoon, Brittany. We are going to be looking at fairly quiet conditions tonight, but our next weather maker does get into the area tomorrow. It will bring a chance for some more likely shot of rain showers for the first part of the day, and then into the afternoon some isolated thunderstorms are possible. But right now, beautiful weather outside. Temperature is in the mid-60s to around 70 degrees away from Lake Michigan. We are running a little bit cooler lakeside, generally closer to 60 degrees there. That 50 degrees in Kewaunee might be a little underdone. I think most areas seem to be closer to 60. Those temperatures in most cases are warmer than where we were yesterday at this time, and by about 5 degrees or so. Looking at the air quality numbers, we did have that thick blanket of smoke in the area earlier in the week on Monday, but the number is pretty good across really all of central and eastern Wisconsin. In fact, I can pull this map out just a little bit more. You can see the poorer air quality resides off to our southwest and into parts of Iowa, central Wisconsin, down through the Ohio Valley, or central Illinois, excuse me. through the Ohio Valley. So not going to see that be too much of a concern for tonight, but as that next weather maker gets in, we might see winds turn to more of a westerly direction and pull some of that smoke back towards the area. So that is something we'll monitor towards the end of the week. So you see right there all the showers across parts of Minnesota, some thunderstorms in Nebraska, Iowa. That is our next weather maker. So we'll take you through that forecast quickly here on Predictor, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up with a look at the extended forecast, as it will be turning a bit warmer into the weekend. So here we go into Thursday morning. Scattered rain showers tracking on through the area. Right here at the lunch hour, getting into some of that activity around the Fox Valley towards the lakeshore. What we'll be watching for during the afternoon is going to be what you see here down towards Wautoma at 4, 5, 6 o'clock. There might be a few isolated stronger thunderstorms that do fire up, and so we will keep an eye out for some stronger storms late in the day tomorrow, but I wouldn't expect anything severe early on. And even during the afternoon, it would just be very isolated in nature. Our temperatures tomorrow up close to 70 degrees, and after that, maybe closing in on 80 degrees for a few days there in the extended. So, we had some areas under a frost advisory earlier this morning, and, into the weekend, I'm sure there may be some that probably have to close the windows up and crank up some air conditioning.
Oh my gosh, what a whirlwind.
Yeah, and it just goes to show the kind of fun you can have in the spring season in Wisconsin when it comes to those ups and downs with weather, for sure. Just wait a day or two and it'll change.
Right. All right. Thanks so much for tracking it all down for us. Thanks, David. We'll see you later. All right. So let's take a look at some of the other stories that we're following here later on in our afternoon newscast. I'll pull those up for us. So at 4 o'clock, what's happening tonight, the Brown County Board of Supervisors is expected to meet and approve a plan to increase security at the Brown County Courthouse. It's already been approved by a committee last week, so this will be another approval. And we kind of talked a little bit about this, but they're hoping to build kind of a vestibule and have like an x-ray machine in there, and detector as well, a metal detector as well. So we'll have a little bit more on that at 4. At 4:30, as David mentioned, summer is just about here and area waters are going to become crowded, which makes it a good time for a reminder about watercraft safety. And actually next week is National Safe Boating Week. So Chris talks to a DNR warden about what you need to know. At 5 o'clock, sports will have a preview of the NFL schedule release for the Packers. That is expected to be officially released tonight at 7 p.m. But of course, you've got those leaks that are coming out, so they'll kind of walk us through a little bit of what we're seeing already before that official release. And then at 6 o'clock, hopefully you were able to join us a little bit yesterday for the draft coverage, the official handoff from Detroit, Michigan to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Action 2 News is covering all aspects in the lead up to the 2025 NFL Draft. Our weekly series is debuting tonight at 6 p.m. It's called Countdown to the Draft, and will showcase how the community is preparing for hundreds of thousands of people to come right here to Northeast Wisconsin next April. You can find all of our draft reports at wbay.com. I can pull those up for you here as well so you can see it. Let me move this graphic. There we go. So right at the top, we have 2025 NFL Draft right here at the top, and then you can scroll down, you'll find all of our stories there regarding the draft, and this is where our series stories will end up as well, so you can catch them at any time that works for you. But that is what we are working on for today. Thanks so much for joining us for this afternoon Fastcast, where we'll return you to local news live, and we'll see you on Action 2 News at 4, 4:30, 5, 6, and 10. Have a good one.